Hello, I am Weston Clark, National Student Poet for the Midwest region, and I'm sorry but I cannot be here today due to the fact that I am playing the Mad Hatter in Park Tudor's production of Alice in Wonderland, and the final dress rehearsal is taking place right now. Being a National Student Poet has made a huge impact on my life so far, and I will tell you how I got to this point in my poetic career. This time last year, I submitted a poem to the Scholastic Arts and Writing Awards, which I would encourage your students to do the same, because that poem carried me to be a regional winner, then a national winner, and then the President's Committee on the Arts and Humanities, was looking over the poems and decided, like, hey, that one's pretty cool. So now I'm here. Anyways, teachers have played an enormous role in helping me to develop my poetry from 3rd grade until right now. For instance, in 8th grade, after I had submitted to the Scholastic Arts and Writing Awards and received only a regional honorable mention, I was feeling a bit reluctant to continue writing, but my 8th grade teacher, Mrs. Seide, was able to convince me to shed that feeling of inadequacy and instead to try new forms of poetry and explore with what I can do with language. And from that advice, I was able to write more free verse poetry, Flames, which is what I then submitted to the Scholastic Awards that brought me to here as a National Student Poet. The best and the worst moment that I've ever had in a creative writing class both happened at the same time, but it was also the moment that was most beneficial to the pieces of writing that I was putting out. What happened was our creative writing teacher asked each member of the class to write down either their biggest insecurity, their biggest regret, just something that they felt inadequate about themselves, or something that they felt was inadequate about themselves, and write it down on a sheet of paper. And so, we all did, and it was an anonymous assignment, and we turned it in. And after everyone's piece of paper was in the pile, she picked it up and started reading them. And at first we were all pretty shocked, because this was our biggest insecurity, or our deepest secret, or whatever. And she was just standing up and reading them in front of the entire class. I mean, it was anonymous, but still it was out there. But ultimately what that did, beyond the initial appalling nature of it, was it made us all not hold back in our writing anymore. It made us be as free with our emotions as we possibly could. It made us open the door all the way instead of just open the door a crack as we normally do in just general interactions with peers and then even other English classes. Teachers play an enormous role in the lives of young writers, which is why I am really glad that you are here today at this workshop. And I would encourage you that when you go back to your classrooms, get your students to submit to the Scholastic Arts and Writing Awards, as the deadline is coming up in December. Thank you.